Hare Krishna, Namaste, Chapter 18, Sloka 66, Part 49. Sarva-dharmān parityajya, mām ekaṁ śaraṇaṁ vraja, ahaṁ sarva-pāpebhyo, mokṣayiṣyāmi ma śucaḥ. Abandon all varieties of religion and just surrender unto me. I shall deliver you from all sinful reactions. Do not fear. In the previous session, we learned how a spiritual guru is greater by all means. But what is that makes a guru very special? The first reason is he's of our same caste. Caste here doesn't mean Brahmana, Kshatriya, Vaishya and Sudra. We are Jivatmas and Gurus are also Jivatma. But they are certainly empowered Jivatmas. But still, they are not Paramatma. Paramatma can be only one, that is Krishna. We are Jivatma category, and Gurus also falls into Jivatma category. Therefore, we are Swajatis of same caste. That is the biggest relief for all of us, because it is only one Jivatma can understand another Jivatma's problem. Paramatma, how much ever he tries, is not going to really understand Jivatma's problem, because Paramatma can never become Jivatma. He might try to do all different pastimes that he tried to do when he descended into this world as Lord Ramachandra, who went through normal things just like a human, but still he is Paramatma. So only one Jivatma can understand the other Jivatma's problem. Only spiritual master can understand the problems of Jivatmas, because they are of same category as Jivatma, but in an elevated position by all means. Therefore, we can fully trust and believe in Acharyas. Another reason that Gurus are special compared to Krishna is because they reciprocate to our acts. For whatever Guru has done in our life, we cannot reciprocate, because there cannot be anything that matches to what Guru has done to us in our life. We can never pay back to Guru for what he has done. If we must give something to Guru, it has to be at least something which is equal to or close to what he has given to us. What he has given to us is Krishna. If I have to reciprocate to Guru by giving something equal to what he has given to me, that is Krishna, there will be nothing that I can find which is equal to Krishna or greater than Krishna. There cannot be a second Krishna. Brahman is one. The Supreme Absolute Truth is one. Where am I going to find another one to give to Guru? That is impossible. Therefore, we can never give anything in return to our Guru. But whatever little bit we give, little things we give, Guru accepts it and smiles on us. When we give anything to Krishna, we don't see that reciprocation. You give a sweet to Krishna, you get a sweet back as it was left before. When you give that sweet to Guru, he simply takes and pops it into his mouth and gives a good, nice smile. To Krishna, we offer what we like. To Guru, we have an opportunity to offer what he likes. We never know when Krishna will get angry with us and when he will punish us, when he will come to us, when he will go away from us. Krishna always sees our karma and places us accordingly into this material world. Whatever we give to Krishna, it remains as it is. Whereas Acharyas, they come towards us. They look for the most fallen souls. They don't see our karmas and they accept whatever we give. They don't see fault in us to punish us. A guru gives us the sambandha jnana. Taking shelter of guru is like holding to the lotus feet of the Lord. We see from any angle it is only acharya abhimana that will surely save us. It is the only means by which we can be uplifted from this samsara. Acharyas, gurus, are like treasure that God directly dropped into our hands, whereas Krishna is like an hidden treasure. It is foolish to drop the treasure that's in our hand and to find for the hidden treasure. Because the hidden treasure, Krishna, is unreachable in a far distance, whereas Gurus, the treasure, is reachable. Therefore, when we take shelter at the feet of a bona fide spiritual Guru, Master, then that will take us to Krishna automatically. That is guaranteed. It is said, when one has Atma Guna, some good qualities, at least some little good qualities, that will lead one to a Guru. We also saw various reasons by which one get connected to a Guru. That was on the 45th part of the Sloka. Ishwarasya sauhardam edircha sukritam Vishnuhu kataksham advesham abhimukyam satvika sambhashanam. The Lord's natural goodwill towards Jivatma, accidental or unintended good deeds performed by Jivatma, the grace of Lord at the time of birth, the lack of resistance to Lord's affection, the inclination towards the Lord and His devotees through service and through the association of the devotees. Satvika Sambhashanam. So Atma Guna leads one to a Guru, and when one gets connected to a Guru, he gets mantra upadesha, instructions, and once one gets mantra upadesha, one gets Krishna, because Krishna is attracted by mantras. Chanting of the holy names attracts Krishna. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. So when one has Atma Guna, one gets Guru. With the mercy of Guru, one gets mantra. With the mantra received from a Guru, one gets Krishna. By getting Krishna, one gets spiritual world. The reverse is, one gets the spiritual world by Krishna, who's attracted to mantras, and one gets mantra by Acharya, Guru, and one gets Guru by proper Atma Gunas. Bhagavan Mantradeenam, Mantram Acharyadeenam, Acharya Atma Gunadeenam. We have spoken about this Atma Gunas, that is a requirement for one to get the blessings of Guru, in part 31 and 32, which are classified under 3: Swarupa Nishta, Upaya Nishta, Purushartha Nishta. Kindly refer to those 2 sessions. When one accepts a Guru, those Atma Gunas must reflect in such a way it is favorable in developing that relationship with one's Guru. Disciple must be sold out to one's Guru. Complete Paratantriyam. Paratantriyam is not a new term. We have seen that quite few times now. Being completely dependent, not being independent. That is Paratantriyam. The opposite is Swatantriyam, being independent. A disciple should not think that he is independent of Guru. He must know he is dependent on Guru. When we say dependent on Guru, not expecting Guru to find a job, Guru to provide food, Guru to provide the shelter, Guru to give instructions on where to invest the money. Rather, fully depending on Guru's mercy for his spiritual progress and consider all the material possession belong to his guru. Disciple must be interested and inclined to hear, learn and apply the teachings of his guru. The instructions falls into simply two categories: what to do and what not to do. When the disciple follows them as he heard, then he is a good disciple. When the disciple follows opposite of what he heard, that is, if he does things which was told by Guru not to do and doesn't do things which was told by Guru to do, then he is not a good disciple. A good disciple is one who is disinterested in material lifestyle. As age progresses and as he matures in his Krishna consciousness, he tries to minimize his material activities and increases spiritual activities. A good disciple is one who doesn't become envious of his own guru. Also, when disciple gives any gifts to Guru, the disciple must not think that this belongs to me, that I am giving to my Guru. Rather, he should know that everything belongs to his Guru. The duty of disciple is to take care of the health of Guru, whereas the Guru's duty is to take care of Atma of his disciple, meaning making sure disciple's Atma progresses towards Krishna. Now let's see the characteristics of a Guru. Gurus are of two types: Sadgurus, Asadgurus. Sadacharya, Asadacharya. Right Guru and wrong Guru. How can a Guru be wrong? Well, it depends on three things: what he thinks of himself, what he thinks of his disciple, and what is the end result of that relationship. Based on these three things, it is defined whether the Guru is Sadguru or Asadgurus. If one thinks himself to be a Guru, thinks himself that he has many disciples all over the world, then he is not a right Guru, because he thinks these disciples are his. Sadguru will always think that these disciples belongs to my Guru, they are not mine. For this, a Guru should have a Guru. A self-appointed Guru cannot be accepted as a bona fide Guru. A Guru should come under authorized sampradaya, parampara. Otherwise, that Guru is not a bona fide Guru. He is an Asadguru. Two important qualities of a Sadguru is: number one, having compassion towards his disciple who comes for receiving instructions. Number two, not consider himself as an instructing Guru, rather consider himself as surrendered soul to his own Guru. And these disciples are actually not his disciples, but his Guru's disciple. These are important qualities of a Sadacharya. A Sadacharya, Sadguru, must base all his instructions based on his previous Guru, preceptor, and that all should be based on the Vedic authority. One who denies the Vedas is not a Sadguru, is not a Sadacharya. One who recommends not to study Vedas, one who says Itihasas and Puranas, other literatures are all man-made stories, is a Asadguru. Rather, whatever he says must be supported by the scriptures and the previous acharyas. He should be always remembering and openly acknowledging his gratitude to the line of his preceptors, the Guru Parampara, through whom he had acquired the sacred knowledge. He should not be twisting the message what he received from his preceptors. A Guru is considered wrong if he does not impart guidance, instruction to a deserving student. A guru should not mistreat his god brother's disciples. Meaning, if there's another guru whose guru is also his guru, his disciples should not be mistreated. The result of the relationship between guru and disciple is to get the disciple engaged in devotional service, in Krishna consciousness. The focus or the goal is not to get his disciple material stability. That is not the end result of accepting a disciple, or to send the disciple to the higher planetary systems like heaven and so forth. It goes to an extreme where Pillai Lokacharya in his Sri Vachana Bhushanam says that focus is not even moksha, but the focus is only to get the disciple engaged in performing services. That is the phalam. So the Sadacharya is one who doesn't think himself to be a guru, rather he thinks himself to be still a disciple of his guru. That means he thinks himself and his disciple to be disciple of his own guru. The guru must strictly follow the instructions of his own guru first, make that as his life and soul, and always give all the credits to his own guru. That is why we often hear when devotees write letters or being glorified, they say all glories to Srila Prabhupada. All glories goes to Guru Parampara, not to me. Another important point is Guru should not have disciples or accept disciple to make his living or to show the world his popularity. Gurus must not teach mantras for making money or mantras to give his disciple some perishable material benefits. Gurus must only accept gifts from his disciple if the disciple is in proper consciousness, understanding that gift which he is giving doesn't belong to him. Besides all this, a Sadacharya is very compassionate, tolerant, forgiving, patient, who has all good qualities, and he is humble. And Rupa Goswami, in his book called Upadeshamrita, Nectar of Instruction, the very first sloka that he says is about who can be a guru, who can make disciples all over the world. A person who can tolerate the urge to speak, the demands of minds, the action of anger, and the urges of tongue, belly, and genitals is qualified to make disciples all over the world. After identifying such a guru, a disciple must go through initiation process, receive diksha from the guru. In our next session, we'll learn about the initiation process, which is technically called as Pancha Samskara. In this session, we learned what makes a guru to be special. He is of our jati, swajati, and he reciprocates. And also we saw what is that needed from our side to accept a guru, and how we should be after accepting a guru officially. Now, the question is, what is that process which needs to be performed to accept a guru officially, to get connected, Acharya Sambandha, through which a disciple can get Acharya Abhimana, through which we can attain Krishna's lotus feet. For that, let us carefully first identify our guru, not simply based on the popularity, not based on number of disciples, not based on any magic shows, making things, objects appear and disappear. Certainly not one who claims himself to be God, and of course not the one who says we are all God. This is a very important aspect in our life to find a Sadacharya. Otherwise, the life will become messed up. After identifying the Guru, one must get initiation to start the spiritual journey towards Krishna. Thank you. Hare Krishna.